Okay, good day everyone. We are now in quarter 1, module 1, lesson 3, equation of a circle in general form. Learning competency. Determine the equation of a circle. The objective. First is determine the equation of a circle in general form. The second one, identify the center and radius of the circle, then sketch the graph and indicate the center. So we have here the concept notes. If you expand the standard equation of a circle and bring all terms to one side of the equation, what you obtain is called general form of the equation of a circle. Okay, so we have here the example number 1. You write the equation of the circle in general form with center at -1, -6, and the radius is 8. Okay, so we have here the solution. Okay, so from the standard equation of the circle, which is the quantity of x minus h squared plus the quantity of y minus k squared is equal to r squared. Okay, so it is very important that you know how to identify the value of h and the value of k and r in the given problem. Okay, so the value of h is -1 and the value of k is -6 and the value of r is equal to 8. You are going to substitute to the standard equation of the circle. Okay, so we have here the quantity of x minus -1 squared plus the quantity of y minus 6 squared is equal to 8 squared. Okay, so and we are going to simplify x minus minus 1, the result is x plus 1 squared, plus y minus minus 6, the result is y plus 6 squared, is equal to 8 squared. And after that, we are going to expand. So x plus 1 squared, meaning to say that we are going to multiply by itself. So x plus 1 multiplied by x plus 1, when we are going to use the FOIL method, we have x squared. X times x is x squared. X times 1 is x. 1 times x is x. Plus 1 times 1 is 1. So when we are going to combine all similar terms, so we have x squared plus 2x plus 1. That is the expanded form. Okay, then another, the quantity of y plus 6 squared, when we are going to expand that one, it becomes y squared plus 12y plus 36. Because y times y, the result is y squared. Then 6 times y is 6y. Then y times 6 is 6y plus 6 times 6, that is 36. So when we are going to combine all similar terms, we have y squared plus 12y plus 36 is equal to 8 squared, meaning 8 times 8, the result is 64. Then after that, we are going to remove the parentheses and combine all similar terms. So we have here x squared plus 2x plus y squared plus 12y plus 1 plus 36 minus 64 is equal to 0. So as I've said, we are going to combine all similar terms and arrange the given equation from highest exponent to the lowest one to find the general form of the equation. So we have here x squared plus y squared plus 2x plus 12y, 1 plus 36 minus 64, the result is -27, is equal to 0. So the general form of the equation of the circle is x squared plus y squared plus 2x plus 12y minus 27 is equal to 0. So we have here example number 2. Identify the center and radius of a circle with the given equation x squared plus y squared minus 14x plus 2y equals -14. Sketch the graph and indicate the center. We have here the solution. The first step is to rewrite each equation in standard form, then completing the square in x and y. From the standard equation, we can determine the center and radius. Okay, so we have here the given equation is x squared plus y squared minus 14x plus 2y equals negative 14. Okay, so we are going to arrange first. Okay, so we have here x squared minus 14x plus y squared plus 2y equals negative 14. Then after that, we are going to apply the completing the square. Remember that the third term is, the formula is the quantity of b over 2a squared. So it is important that you know how to determine or how to identify the value of a and b. Remember, in our quadratic equation, the standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. So meaning to say that the value of a is the numerical coefficient of x squared and the value of b is the numerical coefficient of x. Okay, since the given is x squared minus 14x, so meaning the value of a is 1 and the value of b is negative 14. When we are going to apply the completing the square, the formula which is b of the quantity of b over 2a squared, therefore the value of b is negative 14 and the value of a is 1. So we have here b over 2a squared, so negative 14 over 2 times 1. The result is negative 7. When we are going to square, the result is 49. That's why the value is x squared minus 14x plus 49. For the value of y, we have y squared plus 2y. Okay, then applying the completing the square from b over 2a squared. So the value of b is 2 and the value of a is 1. So 2, the quantity of 2 over 2 times 1 is equal to 2 over 2. When you are going to divide, the result is 1. Then when we are going to square, still the value is 1. So that's why the value here is y squared plus 2y plus 1 is equal to negative 14 plus 49 plus 1, because you are going to add positive 49 for the left side. Whatever the number that you are going to add for the left side, that is also the number that you are going to add for the right side. Okay, so that is negative 14 plus 49 plus 1. Okay, then after that, from x squared minus 14x plus 49, when you are going to factor that one, the result is the quantity of x minus 7 squared plus the factor of y squared plus 2y plus 1 is the quantity of y plus 1 squared. When you are going to add negative 14 plus 49 plus 1, the result is 36. Okay, so remember that the last term or the constant is the value of the radius. So remember that it is r squared. So when you are going to find r, so you have to extract the square root of 36. So the value of r is 6. Okay, so therefore, the center is positive 7 and negative 1 and the radius is equal to 6. Okay, so when you are going to locate that one into Cartesian coordinate plane, so we have here the sketch. Okay, so we are going to locate the center, which is 7 and negative 1. And when you are going to count from the center to the circle, the radius is equal to 6. Okay, another example. Identify the center and radius of the circle with the given equation 16x squared plus 16y squared plus 96x minus 40y is equal to 315. Sketch the graph and indicate the center. Okay, so we have here the solution. The first step is to rewrite each equation in standard form, then completing the square in x and y. from the standard equation, we can determine the center and radius. Okay, so from the given general form, we have 16x squared plus 16y squared plus 96x minus 40y is equal to 315. Okay, so arrange that one. So we have 16x squared plus 96x plus 16y squared minus 40y is equal to 315. Then after that, we are going to factor 16x squared plus 96x. The factor is 16. So the factor is 16 times x squared plus 6x plus 16y squared minus 40y. The factor is also 16. And the other factor is y squared minus 5 over 2y, because 40 divided 16 cannot be divided. So we are going to find the factor, or we are going to reduce. So the reduced form of 40 over 16, that is 5 over 2, then is equal to 315. So after that, we are going to use the completing the square. So we have here the factor of 16 times x squared plus 6x plus 9, because that is we are going to use completing the square, which is b over 2a, and the value of b here and the quantity of x squared plus 6x is 6, and the value of a is 1. So the quantity of 6 over 2 times 1, we have 3 squared, 9. So that's why using the completing the square, so it becomes x squared plus 6x plus 9. Okay, so we have here for the value of y, we have 16 times y squared minus 5y over 2 plus 25 over 16, because when we are going to use the completing the square, which is b over 2a quantity squared, so the value of b is 5 over 2 over 2 times 1. So meaning we are going to find the reciprocal of the divisor from 5 over 2 times 1/2. So the result is 5 over 4. When we are going to square that one, it becomes 25 over 16 is equal to 315 plus 16 times 9, because we are going to add for the other side, for the left side, which is 9, so multiply it by 16 plus 25 over 16 times 16. Okay, so the factor of 16 times x squared plus 6x plus 9 is 16 times x plus 3 quantity squared, plus the factor of 16 times y squared minus 5y over 2 plus 25 over 16 is 16 times y minus 5 over 4 squared is equal to 315 plus 16 times 9 is 144 plus 16 times 25 over 16 is 25. Okay, so we have here from 16 times x plus 3 squared plus 16 times the quantity y minus 5 over 4 squared is equal to 484. So remember that 434 came from 315 plus 144 plus 25. So the result is 484. Okay, so after that, we are going to divide all terms by 16. Okay, 16 times the quantity of x plus 3 squared, divide 16, so the result is only x, or the quantity of x plus 3 squared, plus 16 times the quantity of y minus 5 over 4 squared, divide 16, the result is y minus 5 over 4 quantity squared is equal to 484 divided by 16. Remember that 484 divided 16, we cannot divide it directly because there is a decimal point. So we are going to reduce that one. Okay, so we have here the value of quantity of x plus 3 squared plus the quantity of y minus 5 over 4 squared is equal to 484 divide 4, the result is 121, and 16 divide 4, the result is 4. Okay, so this is now the standard form of a unit or standard form of a circle. Okay, so remember that when we are going to find the radius of the circle, we are going to extract the square root of 121 divide 4. So the square root of 121 divide 4, that is 11 over 4. So the standard form of the equation of the circle is the quantity of x plus 3 squared plus the quantity of y minus 5 over 4 squared is equal to 11 over 2 squared. So therefore, the center is negative 3 and 5, positive 5 over 4, and the radius is equal to 11 over 2. Okay, so when we are going to draw the center and the radius of the circle, so we have here the given figure. Okay, so we are now in watch more. Remember that watch more is the exercises. Okay, so we have here, write the equation of a circle in the general form. Given its center and radius, you are given only two numbers. And for letter B, we have to identify the center and radius of each circle in general form, then draw each graph. You are only given two exercises. Okay, so thank you for listening, and do not forget to click the bell icon to subscribe my channel.